Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, which most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people will not feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fears, our presence automatically liberates others. Marianne Williamson. I'd like to say hello and welcome to I Am the Change. Michelle Kelly. I started this in 2019, stating out loud I was breaking up with fear, I was breaking up with shame, and I was breaking up with guilt, followed by other New Year's resolutions after that for the past 5 years. I'm in year 4.5, it's literally 4.5 years this month. This year was not to weigh myself every single day, which I put my scale away in the closet. And I thought I took the batteries out. I took my scale out today to weigh myself because I haven't done it in so long. And I was really upset when I got on it. I'm like a pound more than I was. And that was so upsetting to me. I'm like, why the heck did I do this? But I just wanted to know, and I hope I'm able to let that go. And if you guys want to know what my previous New Year's resolutions are, my videos are on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So you can go back and check them out. Hopefully you do, and I say thank you. Last week I was talking in my video about getting scammed and how I got scammed. And at first I was like, I almost got scammed a little bit, maybe a little bit. And then I'm like, no, I was in denial about being scammed. And, you know, there's an embarrassment and shame that I shouldn't have bad things or things that aren't good happen to me anymore, which is so not true. And, you know, I'm a recovering alcoholic and addict. I am an adult child from a dysfunctional family. I'm a recovering food addict. I quit smoking. When I tell you guys, I have addressed every addiction that I could possibly address, that I know of, that I have. And if there's any more, I can't even do it right now. So I've been recording myself and telling you guys about this journey and what it has been like for me. And the fear, shame, and guilt is something that after all these years, and I swore I broke up with it in 2019, and it's still there. And this week, what's going on this week, first of all, I live in Pennsylvania. I'm in the United States, and I know I have some people who are in different countries that are watching me. We've had the effects of smoke from Canada coming down, and it started on Tuesday that it was so noticeable. And, you know, since last week and this week, first of all, I keratined my hair because I have curly hair that is like pubic hair on your head. And I know it sounds gross, but that's how my natural hair is. And I had to do the keratin. Plus I'm growing my gray out. And I was able to do that on Sunday because I had to, because my hair is like it's like a Brillo pad almost. And so anyway, I had to do that. I get to do that. And I used to be a hair colorist and hairdresser and do keratin treatments. So thank God I can still do them on myself, but it like kicked my butt. Like the next day, I couldn't get out of bed. And then I was like, oh my God, can you get depressed when you're on depression medicine? Yes, I was getting depressed on depression medicine. And when my depression comes on, what it feels like for me, I don't want to harm or hurt myself. I just get incredibly tired. And I feel shame for being tired when I think I haven't earned the right to be tired. Like I have to physically exhaust myself first, and then I'm allowed to be tired. But I can't just be tired from not doing anything. But I honestly am believing I feel people's energies and I feel things. I feel things in my body before they register with my head. And I think a lot of people register with their head first and then their body. Mine comes in my body first and then my head. So I feel this shame for feeling depression and being tired. And so Monday I had line dancing and I couldn't go. And like, that's a sign for me because I love that. And that is something that lifts my spirit and makes me so happy to go to the class. And I couldn't do it. So then I'm like, this is how I know I'm depressed, but I feel shame for it. I feel like I shouldn't feel depressed. And then on Tuesday, I felt depressed. I just feel this, it's almost like an X-ray cape is on my whole entire body, and it just feels heavy, and it's just, my head hurts, my eyes hurt, they just feel heavy. And as I feel this way, I don't want to do stuff, but I do it anyway. Because, you know, I learned when I was growing up how to be depressed and keep moving because it meant you were lazy, and I never wanted to be lazy. So I'm in my 50s and I've done a lot of work on myself emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically. I just got out of physical therapy for my neck and my back. My back is still not good. And I've been living in this chronic pain with my leg for the past 2 months. So I do have things that help me not feel good. But for some reason, I feel guilty when I don't feel good. Like I should be happy and grateful all the time. I don't have a physical, what you consider a real job in the way the world is right now. So I feel guilt and shame for feeling this way. But I went to line dancing on Tuesday and it was great. But I remember going outside, seeing this, like it was like smoky out. But I don't have regular TV, and I have streaming. I have Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, and Peacock. And my son Angelo pays for me to have all, and his girlfriend Dana pay for me to have all these channels, and Spotify, because I, you know, I'm not working right now. I'm on Social Security disability. I'm on food stamps. I am living off of the government right now, and I just cannot do regular physical work like the world sees that you should. And I'm working on figuring that out, but you can't see what I'm doing behind the scenes. And it really feels like I'm not doing anything, which is not true either. So anyway, Tuesday, I was so depressed. And then I heard about the smoke from Canada. And I'm thinking today, it's Thursday. I'm like, maybe this is why I'm feeling it. Yesterday was bad. They're warning us not to go outside. Today was bad. I went to line dancing again today. Yesterday, I stayed at my house all day. I was able to, I went to the grocery store. That I didn't stay in all day. I went to the grocery store a couple times because I go to different places. But I feel what's going on. And today on my way to line dancing, I saw 2 birds like fly off the wire, like literally fall off the wire, and their wings came out at the very end in front of my car and they flew away. But like, it's killing the birds too. And I can feel this energy. And what happens when this happens is, first, it's given me compassion for Canada and all the states before us. Like, oh my God, what are these people going through? And a lot of times I can't see what anybody else is going through until it happens to me, until I am physically and emotionally affected by this. And I think a lot of people are like that. You don't develop compassion for anyone or anything until the actual event happens to you. So I've been really tired the past couple days, feeling like I shouldn't feel this way, which is bullshit, because then I feel like I'm a Debbie Downer when really I'm just telling you guys my truth. And that's what I've shared in a bunch of my videos. A lot of times when I tell the truth, I feel like I'm being negative. instead of I'm just letting you know where I'm at. And a lot of times I wasn't around people that I felt comfortable telling them where I was because I got the feeling they didn't want to hear it. And I started to shut down and not talk because I thought they don't want to hear what I have to say, instead of, it is not my job to decide what people want to hear and don't want to hear. My job is to say it anyway, and how they react from it is none of my business. And I want to share one other thing with you, because I'm in the process of settling my lawsuit for my car accident in 2019. And I'm very involved in my case, like way more involved than I was ever in my life, because I've learned how to show up for myself and participate in my own life. And the old Michelle would see and hear things going along on the way and not say anything. And at the end, I'd blame my lawyer. Well, she didn't do this. Well, she did this. And I knew it when she did this. And I'm able to go to her and let her know certain things. And I asked her, and is anybody as involved in their case as I am? And she said, well, I have another lawyer and I have somebody who was an adjuster. And then she said to me last week, no one is involved in their case as much as you are. And I was like, I feel like that's a compliment, because I'm showing up for my life for the very first time. And it's messy and it's ugly and it's a lot, and I'm doing it anyway. And what other people think of me is none of my business. And I realize most time people aren't thinking of me. They're thinking of themselves, which is who you're supposed to think of first. So I've learned how to rescue myself, and I'm not waiting for anyone else to do it anymore. I have the tools to do all this, and I know where the tools are. I can't fix anybody, but I can tell you and show you where to go and what I do. And if you want what I have, you can do what I do. But what I do is a lot. I do 2 meetings in the morning by 10 a.m. I post a card of the day every day, and I post it on like 5 social media websites. I journal, I write down my food, I cook every single meal. I now eat 3 meals a day and a snack at night. I cook all 3 meals. I've learned how to batch cook. I've learned how to eat. I never knew how to eat. I would eat 1 or 2 meals a day, sometimes 3, sometimes less, sometimes bigger ones. I never learned how to do all this stuff. So it takes a lot for me to be well and to be safe, and it takes a lot of energy, but I always feel like what I do is never enough and I need to do more. But the hardest job in the world isn't doing more. It's actually doing less and being okay with it. And that's what I'm working on. So this is your signing off. Thank you to everyone who's watching. Please stay safe, stay tuned, and I'll see you all next week.